You know, yesterday I was recording and my mic kept messing up and I had to figure this out. I had to connect it to the car just so that I could be free of like not having anything on me. But there's a lot of just crackling in it. And I know that that has to deal with something with the audio and probably the car moving or something like that. But it brought me just to realize like this biggest thing is that when it comes to this content creation and like building a personal brand, and this is a subject that I was talking about yesterday too, is that all of this, bro, you gotta be on the right frequency to do this and truly be yourself. There's a lot of people I work with that don't, that they are themselves fully on camera. I've weeded out the people in my business that are not on the right frequency and they're not ready for the camera. And the reason why I say that is not ready as in like, yeah, they might be ready, but I mean like, as in they're talking about the wrong things on camera. And what I mean by that is they're truly showing themselves, themselves as, when we do videos for people, what happened is that we'll, just how I can better explain this, is that we'll blow people up. And what I mean by that is either we're going to be running ads for you with organic content, or we're going to be doing organic content and it's going to blow up. Either way, you're going to get traffic. The whole point is traffic and attention. Really, the attention is the highest commodity right now. We all know that. Where the attention is, that's where everything is controlled. That's where the money flow is controlled. That's where people are watching them, doing the most. But when we do that for clients, it's like, we could literally, and we had to scale back to understand, like, we have the power to blow anybody up, to make anybody see thousands on hundreds of thousands on millions of views. But in doing that, that means what? That means if we have that power, that means what if we do that for the wrong person and they're not on the right frequency they need to be on? What if they're on a frequency to harm people? What if they're on a frequency to be greedy? What if they're on a frequency to, remember, all of these frequencies exist, and the person that doesn't know this, or they might be embodying the wrong thing, then we give that flame. And truly, they could go and scale their company and be treating their employees wrong. They could go scale their company and not fulfilling clients. They could go scale their company and not do what? And not even pay people back, or just anything. And I've seen it happen. We scaled one company to like 1.6 or 7 million, damn near over 7 figures. But in doing that, we realized that this amplifies who that person truly is. And in doing that, we realized that we have a power. And I know this sounds cliche or corny, with great power comes responsibility. So with great power comes responsibility, that means that we have to, as a company, me as the owner, and when I like hire or hire even employees, they need to be aligned with what they want to do fully in life. But then also when we do what? When we get clients and get new clients and acquire new people to work with, I think the biggest thing is making sure that client, we have a thorough investigation or thorough meeting with them about themselves. And the reason why I say that is this meeting is going to reveal everything that tells us if they're not moving in the right frequency. And I have 45-minute calls now before I even get a client. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that call. I have to have a 45 minutes to pitch deck that breaks down what we do. Then I'm learning more about them. Sometimes they last anywhere from an hour. But usually the best business happens either over drinks or over food. Simple as that. Most business happens face to face. And if we can't do that, based off of a lot of my clients are abroad, they're not even in Orlando where I'm at. That just tells me one thing, that the biggest thing is that we need to have that call, and that call sets the tone for a lot of stuff. All in all, since it sets the tone, we want to make sure that we're getting on call the right way to be able to receive that discernment if we should be working with that person or that business. So when you really think about it, this is why you can't work with everybody. I truly understand that now. It's like, you cannot work with everybody, bro. Like, you can help some people out probably with like a digital product, some low cost where it could reach a lot of people. But as for services, you can't work with everybody. Like, service-based business people, yeah. Because people will really do you, I won't per se do you wrong, but they'll definitely take what you are teaching them and then they'll explode from it, even if I'm consulting or if I'm helping them out like in physical form, which I mean doing actual service for them. They'll take that and they'll run with it, and then it'll really showcase who they truly are. And just to give a little example, like that 7-figure company, we was working with them and the owner became greedy, wasn't able to fulfill. And since he wasn't able to fulfill, that was a lot of clients that were on the wait list, or even pretty much not even wait list, because we didn't have one for them, because they didn't want to have one. They weren't able to fulfill these people just on the onboarding process of getting the new people in when we was running ads. And then what happened? All of those people went somewhere to give a review. All of those people talked about the business, and they have every right to be honest, because when you spend your money towards something, to buy something, you expect it to be done a certain type of way. And if it's not done a certain type of way, what will happen? Come on. You know you're going to feel a way, and then after that, you want to voice your opinion, which you have every right to. And so that's the problem with people that are truly not aligned with, they don't know the true them, so they get in business, and then, yeah, you might scale. That's cool. But if you're not aligned, eventually what's going to happen is something's going to happen where you're going to go up and come down. And it's just a lesson. And that's if you want to even accept that, because some people don't. So, all in all, that's truly one of the biggest things. It's truly understanding that is that in this time we live in right now, there's so many people you can contact, there's so many people you can have relationships with, and there's so many businesses you can do business for. But truly, everybody ain't for you, bro. They're truly not. And I don't mean that as in some type of backhand, as in, like, oh yeah, everybody ain't for you. I mean truly as in everybody ain't for you. You're not meant to work with everybody. Because when you embody becoming you, becoming the frequency, being the frequency that you need to be to reach the goals and aspiration that you I said it wrong, aspiration that you have, or the dreams that you want to achieve, that means that everybody is not going to go with you already. You already know that. We already know that. That's just talked about so much. But just also realize that you're not supposed to help everybody, because you might be crippling them on their journey. And what I mean by that is them learning themselves on them literally learning themselves to being the better them, so then they could produce that energy to the masses. And that's what we realize, is that we will help you get in front of the masses. 80,000, 100,000, million views. I will literally help you do that. But if you are not in the right frequency and you go to the masses with some bull or some just some stuff that is not gonna be good, and you're not actually fulfilling, or you're not actually helping people, that energy is pointed back to me, whether they know me that I'm helping you out or not. That energy is pointing back to me. So that's why I've cut off a lot of people when it comes to truly working with them, because the energy that they're gonna project, if you pay me, might pay me 2,500, or you might pay me 5,000 or 10,000, but is it worth you doing what? Going out there and we give you all this no fame and notoriety, or just a lot of authority, and you looking like the expert in what you do. Once we do that, what'll happen is that you will go out there and then you'll do what? You won't even be the person you need to be, because you're truly not embodying the frequency you need to be able to accept that attention that's coming in. So then we get what? We get unfulfilled clients. We get people hitting you up in reviews. Then we get opinions. Then you get all this negative energy, because you put out who you are. You're gonna naturally get that in the universe, because the universe is just reflecting. Your reality is truly just reflecting who you are inwardly. So that means eventually, as you blow up and as we get you to blow up, what's gonna happen? A lot of negativity is gonna come back to you if you're already negative. Like it's all aligned. It's all aligned, and you gotta be aligned with the true you. So that's why we take a 45-minute assessment with your ass to make sure that you're what? To make sure that you're aligned with who you need to be aligned with, and become I'm not aligned with who you need to be aligned with, but be the person you need to be. Because at the end of the day, I ain't finna be a part of your demise. I ain't finna be a part of your fall. I'm not finna be a part of that. I don't even think, I might have to be a part of your learning lesson sometimes, but I'm not finna be a part of you not being truly you and not accepting what comes with you not truly being you. And what I mean by that is just you're not in the right frequency. Because it's a lot. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They just want the money. They just want the leads. But forget all that. The leads, the money, all of that is there. It already is here in the universe. And I'm working from, that's why I truly like organic content more. We do a lot of organic, but we also do a lot of ads too. But I like organic content with ads, because these people got to be able to trust you and relate to you. And we really grab off of stories. We really want to embody and take out your story that's in you, inwardly in you. Once we get that story out of you, we freaking take it to the moon. We show the masses on another level that people don't see you on, especially when you're in business already, because you started that business for some type of story is in you that started that. That's the reason why you're doing that. But in doing that, we want to make sure that we did you right, and we're known to do that. And so in doing that, we want to make sure also that you are speaking to the right people. You're dialing in on the right target audience, and we dial that in with you. And once that happens, it's a wrap. And what I mean by it's a wrap is that you're gonna see that money flow in. Once you see that money flow in, that's time. That's time to be you and be the right frequency. And I speak on frequency so much is because everybody has a choice to become that who they see themselves as. I always ask clients this too. In 3 to 5 years, who do you see yourself as? And it's not me asking like, oh yeah, I want to draw this, do that. Yeah, that's gonna happen regardless. But I'm saying, who see yourself as? You see yourself as? When do you see yourself as? Why do you see yourself as? And all of these tie into a frequency that you haven't aligned yourself with to do what? To truly be that person. And that's what we're going to help you do. We're going to help you be that person. Align yourself with that person, because it's already in you. It already exists. Once you align yourself, and we literally work with you, coach you on speaking, do all of these things with you, put the camera on you, set up your back end, front end, your websites, all of this type of stuff. Once we align yourself with that, it's a wrap. You truly are gonna rise. My whole company is this. My whole name, Jeremiah Leonard, LLC. My name is Jeremiah. My name means God exalts. So what does that mean? I got to uphold to my name. I can't just be exalting anybody out here. God exalts. He is exalting me, and I need to use that power and that frequency the right way. So I can't just be working with anybody and everybody. I got to dial in myself. So I guess that was about 16 minutes. But all in all, I thank you for this ride. I will see you guys later. There's another one coming.